So, Ishan, I heard that say that, a prospect use ChatGPT to evaluate between Chosenly and another AISO product. And during the sales process, by the way, this was not during discovery. And based on whatever ChatGPT recommended, they ended up going with us.
Yep.
So, when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is a really good testimonial for us. But apart from that, I would like to understand from you that what all work have you done behind the scenes that enabled ChatGPT to recommend us?
This is a very good question. And by the way, this is something that I expect to happen more and more often. That people will use ChatGPT as a as a replacement for salespeople. A salesperson is biased because they work at a company, versus ChatGPT is not, but it's still helping it like a assistant, right? Where
Yeah.
I want to evaluate between these two companies or whatever. So yeah, like it does influence. It's not going to be the sole reason we win a deal, obviously, or no one wins the deal. Like that's going to be mostly because of what happens on the sales calls and what or the actual requirement gathering and stuff. So within a sales-led process, Chat GPT won't lead to someone winning deals, but it like in the sales process you do a lot of self-research. It will impact that. Now, to answer your question, what did we do? Yeah, nothing. So I'll tell you how that works, right? So most other channels are, or like I think people keep comparing us with SEO, right? AI search optimization is compared very heavily with SEO, and in SEO, you need to do a lot of work before you show up because it is a popularity contest, right? You need to have a lot of pages, you need to have some backlinks, you need to have the website should have some like history. There has to be a lot of these things. In AI search optimization, that's not the case. It's not a popularity contest. So the way to think about it is if ChatGPT finds the information that it needs, so that requires it to look at certain things, right? So if your information gets in the set of information that it's looking at, after that it's facts versus facts. So you just need the popularity, you need to win in a popularity contest sometimes, only so that the information about you shows up in the data set ChatGPT is using to make the comparison, right? Now the fun fact about that is if in this case, for example, the prospect must have said chosenly.com in the prompt. So if you name a company, you don't have to win any popularity contest at all, because the first place ChatGPT or anything else would look at is our own website to know about us. So we don't have to do anything. It will always go to our website, just because people are asking about us, and then our whatever information is there on our website is with ChatGPT. Then it's truly facts versus facts. What that means is, if our positioning is good enough, right, where okay, it is very clear who we are for, what we do, and just things like those, it's pure positioning. If that till that is good enough, we will get recommended. We don't have to do a lot of work. And our website, all the criticism we've had on our website current version is more on the design side, or a lot of that side, right? The copy itself or the clarity of the copy is pretty good. There's a lot of information that's missing, so we can obviously improve it, and we will do it. But then the clarity of what we've written is good. There is clear positioning, and positioning is not a marketing thing. It's not a product marketing thing either. It's a business strategy. From a business strategy, we're very clear of where we want to go to. So because of those things, it was very easy for ChatGPT to recommend, okay, if this, then go to this company. If that, then go to this company. And as we build the website or optimize for LLMs, we're just going to double down on these things. So over time, we will get recommended more and more in LLMs just through that. So yeah, you don't have to do a lot. We just, if your positioning is good, you will get recommended for prompts where you are mentioned. There are other things you can do for other things, but yeah, like just your positioning is very, very important. And then just breaking down what criteria someone might look at or consider when evaluating software like that, and making sure you have positioned yourself well, not just overall but also per criteria. That's it. And we've done that, not great, but we've done a good enough job that it's already helping us.
I literally thought you'll give me a step-by-step guide on how to, show up and rank on ChatGPT,
So
but
it's
yeah, it's
not that,
really
right? So I still will give you a step by step thing. So step
okay.
one, break down, find every single criteria that ChatGPT may use to compare software like yours. Then for every single one of those criterias, when Chosenly does this, it'll tell you who is the top recommendation. And then it'll also tell you why you are not the top recommendation, why someone else is the top recommendation, whatever. And whenever you are not the top recommendation, figure out how to position yourself where you can be the top recommendation. Right? For example, if someone says that, hey, like a certain company has more integrations than us, and it's true, dude, I cannot win there, right? Like, yeah, they will win there, right? So, but then, okay, where do you have a right to win? For example, I might have a right to win on support. Like right now, it feels like this other company is better support. But okay, if my support is truly better and I have a right to win, maybe I can create a page on my website about support. Maybe I can add a section on website about support. I can maybe do a PR campaign where we talk about how good our support is, and then we can actually position ourselves for that one criteria, that hey, here's how we are really good. This is something we'll also do. But yeah, those are the steps we can follow it, and it's not a lot of work. But you need to have a right to win, and you need to be able to identify the criteria. So yeah, there is step by step. We just haven't done a lot of it. As we do more, it should work better for us. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.